So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 103 of our Portsmouth Crew Mode on the PS4 FIFA 15, and we're going to be kicking off this episode with an away game up against Stoke City at the Britannia Stadium, and they're going to have out pretty much their normal squad that they have nearly every single season. They're pretty difficult side beats that I think we should still go ahead and beat them, especially as we had our strongest possible lineup apart from Volsmich was going to be playing at the cam instead of Halilovic. So hopefully we could get off to a good start, and that's what we did. In the 9th minute we scored the first goal of the game. It was going to be Romelu Lukaku with a lovely volley right into the bottom corner of the net. The goalkeeper had no chance of that saving it whatsoever, as a lovely ball gets whipped in the box. In the FA Cup it is actually. Garbutt whips the ball in the box. It comes to Lukaku, hits it first time on the volley. The defender tries his very best to keep the ball from entering the back of the net as he dives in, but he couldn't do anything, and the ball then ended up in the back of the net. But unfortunately for us, in the 12th minute, do get another good chance to get themselves back on level terms, as Mamadou Diouf has a good shot, but thankfully it was a comfortable save for Scuffit. But we do get a good chance here to double our leads. Melanda takes a shot, it comes out wide, it comes to Lukaku, and then it hits the post, and then Jack Button gathers up. But in the 72nd minute, Bojan picks up the ball in the box. He plays a lovely ball into the middle of the box, and a fantastic header it was from Mamadou Diouf, whatever his name is, as he puts the ball into the back of the net. A very powerful header past Simone Scuffit, and unfortunately he couldn't keep that one out, as they were now back on level terms in the FA Cup. So a little bit unfortunate there that they got themselves back on level terms, but we do get a good chance in the 90th minute to wrap up the game. Zivkovic plays the ball, or tries to play the ball through, but he ends up shooting on his own, but it was a good save from Jack Butland as he denies Zivkovic, and Volsmich tries playing the ball back to Lukaku, who hits it, but once again Butler makes a really good save, and that was actually how the game finished. So the game was going to be going to a replay, and Lukaku picks up a man of the match rating. But the next game of this episode was going to be at home against AC Milan in the Champions Cup, so we're really hoping now we can try and win this game to try and progress into the next round of the Champions League. Also, now I've obviously started back at school, and I'm doing A-levels, so therefore the video uploads will probably not be as recent as they recently were for the last 2 weeks where I was uploading daily. I'm going to try my very best to try and get as many videos out for you guys as possible, but unfortunately I do not have a lot of time, especially with football training, with two teams, playing with two teams, and then obviously schoolwork in between, studying for A-levels. It's just a nightmare, and I'm trying and find some time to try and get some videos out for you guys, which I will be doing, but whether they're going to be daily uploads, I very much doubt it. Maybe they'll be like back to the old routine of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I'm not 100% sure, so keep checking out my channel, because obviously I will be uploading videos still. But we did actually find ourselves 1-0 down in the 42nd minute, but thankfully we do get ourselves back on level terms as Kingsley Coman sprints past nearly the whole AC Milan defence and puts the ball into the back of net. So we now put ourselves 2-1 up on the aggregation scoreline, as you can see there in the bottom, or in the top left hand corner, but at the bottom it says 2-1, as that is the aggregate scoreline. So we're hoping now we could try and hold on, as we'll be progressing into the next round if we could hold on to this lead, or draw I should say. But they do get a good chance in the 45th minute. Boney plays a shot, but it's a good save from Scuffit, and thankfully we do then manage to get the ball clear. But straight after half time, Draxler runs down the wing, he does go very well, cuts inside, plays the ball to Kingsley Coman, he hits it first time, but it was a good save from the goalkeeper, and they do then manage to get the ball clear. But we get really good chances, Draxler, but unfortunately he can only hit the post. It's a very good shot, and I think the goalkeeper was beaten. But we then get a really good chance in the 70th minute as Draxler cuts inside, he keeps on going, plays the ball to Halilovic, he hits it first time, and a fantastic goal as he wraps up the game, and that is going to be pretty much secure us going into the Champions League quarter-final. And we have to wait and see who we're going to be playing against, which I do know. And I'll tell you now, it is Borussia Dortmund. So we're going to have a very difficult game up against Borussia Dortmund, obviously over the 2 legs, and I'm hoping we can try and get a good result at their place, maybe even if we lose 1 or 2-0. But I hope we can try and score the away goal. We do then have some international qualifiers. We end up beating Poland 3-0, and we end up beating Romania away from home in Romania, obviously. And we end up beating them 2-1 with Susieta and Diego Costa picking up the goals. But the next, or the third and final game of this episode was going to be up against Southampton at home. And this is a very, very big game for me, because obviously it is the South Coast derby, which is a massive, massive derby. I know you guys do really like these games, and I'm hoping I can try and get the result that you guys desperately want to see. And I'm hoping we can pick up these 3 points, and hopefully we won't lose against Southampton. But we did have a very difficult game on our hands. The first chance game that actually fall to us in the 15th minute. Raheem Sterling skips past quite a few players, has a shot, but it was a good save from the Saints goalkeeper as he pushed the ball out wide, and they do then manage to get the ball clear. But Tadic plays the ball through to Bernardo, and what a fantastic goal it was as well. We couldn't defend that one, so in the 23rd minute we found ourselves 1-0 down against Southampton. Very disappointing, but once again, when you actually look at the replays, it was an absolute delightful finish from their striker, and there was nothing much we could really do about that one to keep it out of entering the back of the net. So a little bit disappointed, but we have to try and keep our heads up and try and get ourselves back in the game. And we do come very close in the 30th minute as Kingsley Coman skips past one, he skips past loads of players, plays the ball through to Halilovic, and he finishes expertly into the back of the net. So thankfully, it didn't take us very long. It only took us 10 minutes in game to get ourselves back in level front, or back on level terms. And it was a very good goal as well. Kingsley Coman creating it and Halilovic dispatching into the back of the net. So we managed to get ourselves back on level terms. So at the moment it was going to be Portsmouth 1, Southampton 1. But they do get really good chances. Pelosi runs through, he has a shot, and what a fantastic goal it was. It hits the inside of the post, and then the ball gets ricocheted out across the line, and I think the effect took it over the line. So a little bit unfortunate that they managed to regain their lead just before the half-time interval, and now in the second half he had to really go for it, otherwise we will be going out for a disappointing result. But we do get really good chances. Zivkovic plays a good shot in. He actually gets injured in the process, but the goalkeeper makes a really good save there. But the last chance of the game does fall to us, and we end up hitting the crossbar. So we end up losing the game, so I'm sorry about that, guys. But that's actually it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it's very much appreciated. And I really do hope to see you next time very, very soon for the next episode of the Tottenham Career Mode. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.